Good morning, Year 5, and welcome to today's science lesson. So, as usual, please open up your books and write science at the top of the page, as well as today's date, which is Thursday, the 21st of January. Okay, so obviously we had a look last week. We've been focusing on the human life cycle and the stages of growth and development. Okay, and we're going to focus on a particular stage of development today. Okay, and that is puberty. Okay, so a lot of you will be coming up to the stage of puberty now, so it's a really important topic to touch upon. So make sure you're listening, please, and you will have some activities to do at the end of this lesson. So first of all, label the pictures with the name of the stage of development that they represent. Okay, so what I want you to do is just have a link up the pictures with the words below. So for example, this old man is clearly in his old age, is at this part of his stage of development. Okay, so just go through all these pictures and all the words. You don't have to write anything down, just linking up them in your head to the right ones. Okay, let's now have a look at our answers. So you should all be good with this. So we've got fertilization to begin with. So that's when sperm fertilizes the egg. Okay, and then your child is born. You go through the prenatal stage. Child is born, infancy, childhood, puberty, early adulthood, middle adulthood, and old age. Now, I've got some questions here for you that I would like you now to write down and answer in your book. So which stages of development have you undergone? Which ones will you undergo? So which ones have you been through is the first question. Which ones are you still yet to go through? And finally, what is your next stage of development? So write those answers down for me in your book. So pause the video. Okay, so let's have a look at our answers. So we know we've been through, or you've been through your fertilization and infancy, and you're currently in your childhood stage, and you've still got to undergo puberty, early adulthood, middle adulthood, and old age. So your next stage of development is puberty, and that is what we are going to be focusing on today. So puberty is the stage of development between childhood and adulthood. Physical growth occurs so that the body changes to that of an adult, which enables reproduction. Two parts of the brain, the hypothalamus and the pituitary gland, start to make more of some hormones. LH is the hormone for growth, and FSH is the hormone for hair. So there's parts in your brain basically that begin to release hormones when you get to a certain age, when your body gets to a certain stage, and they release these hormones, and these hormones create changes. So for example, like your growth and hair, growth of hair. Okay, so we're now going to have a look at a little fact or fiction quiz. So what I want you to do is I want you to open your books, obviously, and I want you to write down whether you believe each of these are a fact or a fiction. So when I go through it, pause the video, write down in your book, so just put number one, fact or fiction, whichever you think it is. So fact means you think it's true, and fiction you think it's not true. So I'll go through the questions now. So if you haven't started puberty by the age of 11, there is something wrong. So just pause the video for me, write down whether you think that's a fact or whether you think it's fiction, so true or not true, and then we'll have a look at our answer. Okay, so of course it is fiction. Okay, puberty can occur at any time between the ages of 11 and 17. Okay, everybody is different. Nobody is the same. Okay, everybody's gonna change and go through puberty at different stages. Okay, so it's completely normal. Okay, it's not a weird thing. So if you're going through puberty at an early age, that's nothing wrong with that. There's other people that have been through it, and if you're starting puberty late at 17, then that's absolutely fine. There's no issues with this, and that's what is really important about today, guys, is that we focus on knowing that none of this should be funny. Okay, it's a serious topic, and you shouldn't be scared to ask any questions. What you really want to learn from this is that it is normal for everybody to go through different processes. Nobody is the same. So looking at our second question, both boys and girls grow more hair on their body, so when they go through puberty. So is that a fact or is that fiction? Is it true or false? So pause the video. Let's have a look at our answer. So of course it is a fact. So boys and girls both develop hair. So around the pubic area, so around your genitals and under the armpits. Okay, so boys can also grow it on their face, and they tend to grow more than girls do. Girls also can grow more hair, particularly on their arms and legs as well. Question number 3 then. During puberty, it is normal to start getting spots. So put down whether you think that's true or false, for fact or fiction. Okay, so of course it is a fact. So people do tend to get spots when they go through puberty. Okay, some people might not though. It's not something that everybody goes through. However, majority of people will get spots. Okay, it's completely normal. When you go through puberty, your sweat smells. Fact or fiction? Let's have a look at our answers after you've written them down. Okay, so sweat does not actually smell. It is false fiction. Sweat is mostly just water. So what people refer to as sweaty smell is actually caused by bacteria on the body mixing with your sweat. Okay, and that bacteria is produced when you go through puberty, so it makes your sweat smelly. Okay, so it's not actually the sweat that's smelly, it's the bacteria that smells. All parts of the body grow at the same rate during puberty. Do you think this is true or false? So pause the video. Okay, let's have a look. Okay, it is fiction. Okay, so all parts of the body grow during puberty. So everything grows, so you all grow in proportion. However, some things grow at different rates at different times. Okay, so for example, you might get taller before your feet even grow. So you might have small feet, but be really, really tall. Okay, or the other way around. Okay, it's completely normal to have this uneven growth. Okay, but it will all happen over the space of a few years. Okay, and I think this is a final question now. So there is a normal size that breasts or the penis have to grow to, otherwise there is a problem. So do we think this is true or false? Put that down in your book for me, please. Okay, and obviously, guys, this is fiction. Okay, it does not matter about the size of your breast or the size of your penis. It does not matter at all. Everybody is different. Everybody is different shapes, different sizes. And that's completely normal. It's nothing to laugh at. It's completely normal. So a lot of problems that a lot of teenagers go through is that they think that they have to get to a certain size or something. Okay, but this is not the case. It does not matter. Okay, everybody is different, and that's important to know today. Everybody is different, and that is fine. So just going through finally just a quick few facts about the boys, and then we'll go through the girls afterwards. So we've got the larynx, which is the voice box. Okay, so you find that in like your throat. It grows. Adam's apple there. Okay, so sometimes boys will get like a lump in their throat, which is where their voice box, their larynx, has got bigger. So sweat glands produce more sweat. Skin becomes oilier. You obviously get your hair and your armpits and your pubic area. All parts of the body grow. We've touched on that already. So growing taller, you get facial hair particularly, hair on the chest, arms and legs as well. You get development of the testes and your penis, and you also become more muscular. Okay, so they're all the different things that you will go through during puberty as a boy. Okay, but remember, it's important to know this can happen at any stage over your teenage years. It doesn't matter when it happens, how long it takes. It's all different for everybody. And secondly, for the girls, so again, the larynx grows. It doesn't quite form an Adam's apple like the boys do. However, it doesn't grow as much, but it will grow a little bit. That's why people have lower voices as well, because their voice boxes are growing. So you develop a lower and a deeper voice. Sweat glands produce more sweat, same as boys. Same with the growing the hair on the armpits and the pubic area. All parts of the body grow. Exactly the same kind of things. And of course, your breasts grow as well as girls. Okay. Now, what I would like to do then is you have an activity sheet which is linked onto the website as per usual. So if you can complete that for me, thank you very much. Year 5, I will see you later on in our live lesson.